Whether or not your business is thriving yet, you can benefit from any or perhaps all of these success secrets I'm sharing today, so stay tuned. I want to start by acknowledging that all businesses are different, and so there will be many variables that contribute to the speed with which these strategies will provide the results you desire. But they will work for you if you consistently apply them. So let's get started. Strategy number 1. This has got to be my favorite and the simplest for you to implement. So if you haven't done this in your business yet, you're going to want to dive in. You want to solicit feedback from your customers. Now, I know this may sound simplistic, but trust me, there are a lot of business owners that haven't done this yet. So if that's you, you're not alone, and there was no time like the present to implement this simple strategy. You don't need a fancy survey or system if that's going to slow you down from implementing it. Just ask an open-ended question and elicit honest input. You could ask something like, how was your stay? Did you enjoy your meal? Did you find everything you were looking for? These are crafted to open the door to input, and you can deliver it in person or electronically. The benefits are going to be well worth your time. You could hear about a disappointment that you can turn around, or at least prevent from happening to another customer. You may hear suggestions to improve something you already offer, or frequently you'll receive suggestions for other products or amenities or services that your customers want to see. This is the real gold. There is no benefit to second guessing what your customers want when you have real customers to ask. Success strategy number 2 is to maintain your role as the business visionary. I understand that especially small business owners need to be Jills of all trades, but you can't allow yourself to sink so far into the day-to-day tasks that you lose sight of your big vision. This is what's going to help you steer your course forward. And if you lose sight of it, you may not like where you and your business end up. Okay, success strategy number 3, you want to stay the course. Even though you have your big vision, you know it's going to take longer to materialize most of the time than we would like. This is when it's really helpful to understand the law of gestation. This is a universal law that tells us that ideas will take time to germinate, always. So don't get discouraged. You're going to want to reevaluate your strategies and your systems on an ongoing basis. But if you know you're taking the right actions and you're going in the right direction, then hold your vision and keep going. Too often people give up on their visions because they feel like it's taking too long, and then they start to doubt themselves and their path. Don't do that. Don't give up. You need to hold the course. Success strategy number 4 is you want to reinvent your action plans often. I always say that you want to maintain your big vision, but then stay flexible in how you're going to get there. We know that technology and the economy and just so many different circumstances are constantly changing around us all the time. And we have to be diligent and keep our ear on what's going on in our industry or our customer desires. And we need to be willing to bend when it's necessary or called for, or that's what your customers want. This will not only help your business stay relevant, but it may put you ahead of the curve and in a better position to capitalize on changes and trends. Success strategy number 5. This is a big one. Don't neglect your team or take them for granted. You already know that your business will only grow so far without a team, And if you've ever tried to build a team, you know that finding the right brand ambassadors that you can really rely on is not to be taken lightly. But unfortunately, a lot of business owners are not comfortable managing a team, and so they neglect the important work of team development and morale building. You don't want to do that. This is a big mistake that causes businesses to lose unnecessary money all the time because of things like poor customer service, high employee turnover, or a lack of productivity. Success strategy number 6, you want to steer clear of shiny objects. So we have to understand and always be discerning about the difference between being flexible and willing to change our strategies as necessary and being diverted by every new strategy that crosses our path. Changing your strategies often and unnecessarily will cause confusion and lost productivity with your team. And it'll actually delay your progress because there's a learning curve and kinks to work out every time you try and implement something new. So avoid the shiny objects. And success strategy number 7. This last secret is probably the most overlooked by many busy business owners who don't think they have the time necessary to dedicate to this potent strategy. You have to take time to reflect on your business progress. Often, when you're in the weeds with your head down, it's so easy to lose sight of your direction. You won't realize that something is off or ineffective or even worse, moving you in the wrong direction unless you stop and you take time to reflect on where your business is, what's working for you and what no longer is. Once you get in the habit of this reflection and planning time, you'll look forward to it and you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. So that's it for the 7 top strategies that will ensure that your business prospers. Now, I encourage you to not try and implement all of these at once, but do remember that they all deserve your time and attention. And anything that you're able to implement will enhance your business and set you up for exponential success. Be sure to let us know in comments what strategy you plan to implement first, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll stay in the loop on future episodes.